Good day, Ma'am Angelica. This is Elaine Kaiza from BSA 3C, and I will discuss my assigned topic, which is Economies of Scale. Economies of scale occur when a business benefits from the size of its operation. As a company gets bigger, it benefits from a number of efficiencies. Economies of scale means that the production becomes more efficient as the number of goods being produced increases. Economies of scale are cost advantages companies experience when production becomes more efficient, as cost can be spread over a larger amount of goods. There are two types of economies of scale. First is the internal economies scale and external economies scale. Internal economies of scale refer to benefits that occur within the firm. Internal economies of scale measure a company's efficiency of production and occur because of factors controlled by its management team, such as workforce, production measures, and machinery. The factors, therefore, are independent of the entire industry. External economies scale occur outside of the firm but inside the industry that makes them more efficient. External economies of scale happen because of larger changes within the industry, so when the industry grows, the average cost of business drops. For example, infrastructure, government influence, and suppliers. Sources of economies of scale. Purchasing. Firms might be able to lower average cost by buying the inputs required for production process in bulk from a special wholesaler. Purchasing economies of scale, also called buying economies of scale, are a type of internal economy of scale. They are economies of scale achieved via buying in bulk, that is, larger business more readily have the cash and output to warrant buying materials in much larger quantities, which can bring them per unit cost advantages smaller business are otherwise unable to achieve. Managerial. Firms might be able to lower average cost by improving the management structure within the firm. The firm might hire better, skilled, or more experienced manager. Technological. A technological advancement might drastically change the production process. They are economies of scale achieved via technology. That is, larger business more readily have the capital to invest in newer and better technology, which can bring them cost advantages. Advantages of economies of scale. Reduced unit cost. The bigger a company becomes, the more customer it can serve, thereby allowing it to reduce cost per head. One of the main benefits of internal economies of scale is reduced cost, enabling business to improve their price competitiveness in global markets. Higher profits. Economies of scale reduce the unit price and by extension produce greater profit margins. As a firm gets bigger, it starts to sell more customers. Economies of scale lead to increased profit by generating a higher return in capital investment and providing business with a platform to grow. Competitive advantage. As a company grows larger, its presence in the market also increases. Customers start to become aware of its brand and develop trust in it, which allow the firm to establish its position in the market. Lower prices. As a firm is able to reduce its average cost per unit, it can feed into lower prices for the consumer. Some companies will take all the profit from increased efficiency. Firms in a competitive market will pass on the sum of the costs saving to the customer. Reduce, Reduced cost per unit leads to lower prices for the consumer, meaning that overall consumer will have the higher real income and easier access to affordable products. Disadvantages of economies of scale. Poor communication. When a firm grows, it sets up numerous departments for a specific task. Now that may benefit the firm through division of labor, but it makes communicating between teams difficult. Ineffective communication, wherein it becomes more difficult to coordinate a large workforce as your company grows, is one of the major factors behind these economies of scale. Tasks being repeated. When there are thousands of employees in one firm, it is easy for two or more people to end up doing the same task. So, duplication of effort can be an issue. Public opinion. That's all. Thank you and God bless.